So, hi Odessa. What were your main reasons that you decided to come to Humber for journalism?
I wanted to go to a journalism program located in a college close to my home. I went to Ontario College's website. Uh, I noticed that they had journalism programs at Humber and at Centennial College. Looked like journalism programs that I would like and were within distance from home. So I applied to both and I got into both. The Centennial College program got canceled, so my only option was Humber.
Okay, great. And why did what in particular appealed to you about journalism postgrad at Humber?
But I like the fact that that's less than 1 year. I find that very convenient. I mean, a bigger workload, but still convenient.
Yeah.
I don't have enough experience, nor are my grades high enough for a master's degree in journalism at any school that I can think of or that I'd like to go to. So going to a college program was the next best thing.
Okay, great. Okay, great. And with journalism, would you prefer to be a writer or a broadcaster or anything else? Is there any like either what if though what if would you rather be a writer or a broadcaster?
Writer. I've always
Right?
loved writing since I was a kid. Used to make up stories. I also like real life stories, but including biographies, stuff I read in newspapers and magazines. So getting to tell other people's stories seems like a very noble profession.
Okay, great. Um and um and what kind of writing do you like? Do you like the journalistic style of writing, or are you more into the kind of like the book or research essay writing? Like, what are you comfortable with journalism style writing?
Still learning this. Still learning journalism type writing this program. So far, the parts of it that I do like. Uh, it's shorter than writing a book or a research paper, so I need to change my mindset and my writing style to fit the Canada journalistic style, the CP style. Well, I'm constantly told that simplicity is the key. Wrap my head around that, it can be a bit hard because in my family, simplicity what isn't enough to cut it. Yeah, my sister is a doctor, one of my uncles is a doctor. My dad just got his PhD at the age of 66, very impressive. My mom has a master's degree in architecture and economics, so I feel like the odd one out of my family, so I want to live up to what they've done, make them proud, and most importantly, make myself proud.
Okay, great. And you live in, as far as I know, you live in Mississauga. What neighborhood of Mississauga do you live in, or like what neighborhood of Mississauga are you living in?
I live near Terry Fox Way.
And where is that? I'm unfamiliar with Mississauga.
Okay, so I've lived in Mississauga my whole life. I don't remember anyone giving the exact names to the neighborhood that I live in. And I usually just say I live Terry Fox Way.
Okay. Okay, great. And so what? So you went to Carleton before Humber. Um, what were the main reasons you decided to attend Carleton?
It was far enough from home for me to get some independence, but still close enough for my family to come in case I needed anything or they just want to visit. They did visit me on my 21st birthday. That was great. And like I said before, I loved Ottawa. Beautiful city, beautiful museums, and Carleton is a great school.
Okay, great. And okay, so you've talked about why you liked Carleton. What about the history program at Carleton? Like, what was really attractive about that?
I like different types of history that they covered. It's not just European history and Canadian history, but also African history and African American history. So I started off as an English major, but I didn't like the books that they assigned. It's been like that since I was a kid. I like books I pick up myself, not necessarily ones that other people try to force me to read. And I like history classes more than the English classes, so I decided to switch my major to history with a minor in African studies, because all the African studies classes I also did while I was at Carleton.
And so if you had to choose, what is your favorite genre of history?
Genre of history, Black history definitely, African American, African Canadian, Caribbean, African. It's about Black folks, then I'll most likely read it.
Are you comfortable with learning about slavery?
Yes, we're playing books about slavery, both fiction and nonfiction. It's a tough topic, but explains the roots of racism, and also lets me know how far my ancestors and my diaspora have come. So,
are you into like Martin Luther King, civil rights movement stuff? Are you into that?
Yeah, I also love that era, the civil rights era.
Yeah. That's some good stuff there. That's some interesting stuff there. Okay. So do you think that the fact that you like Black history do you think the fact that you like Black history was a reason why you minored in African studies?
Yes, it's the reason why I minored in African studies. And Carleton's the only university, as far as I know, in Canada that offers a minor in African studies. Not a major, just a minor. But sometimes you got to take baby steps, hoping it'll be a major one day. My favorite professor at Carleton was Nduka Otiono. He has his own Wikipedia page. You can also Google him. He's the head of African Studies at Carleton University.
Oh, great.
He's also Nigerian, like my family, being part of the same tribe, the Igbo tribe.
That's great.
And we follow each other on Facebook.
Wow, that's interesting. African studies, was that, what do you, I get the sense that you probably study Africa, but what do you study in African studies? You just study African history, African geography, African culture? What is African studies all about?
It deals with the culture and history of the African diaspora, so not to the continent of Africa and the Africans who live there, also Africans in the Caribbean, the USA, Canada, even Europe, South America. We're all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks. That's my interview with you. So thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.